Hi everyone, it's Amy from Amy's Crazy Creative Life, and it's that time of year again for December Daily 2013. And I just wanted to go over the pages that I'm doing this year and the overall theme and all that fun stuff. One thing that I am definitely doing this year is making things as simple as possible. We are a homeschooling family. I work part-time from home, and things are nuts. And unfortunately, as a human being, I still need to sleep. And let's be honest, if you get really crazy with this project, it can really take things over and cost a ton of money. And if you don't have a lot of time and don't have a lot of money and can't afford to buy the $100 kits, then you're definitely in the right place. So I used mostly things that I had already around my craft room for this year's December Daily. I know in years past I've said I don't want to buy a single thing because I do have quite a bit of, I'm lucky that I have some stock in my drawers here, but this year I did buy a few things, less than $20 worth. I bought some washi tape, which is that cool decorative tape stuff. If I'm being completely honest, I've never used it before. I know it's been out for a couple years and it's been like the new cool thing, but yeah, I've never bought it. So the reason I got it this year is so that I could decorate the outside of my album. And one thing that I'm also doing this year is whoa, that's out of focus. I am incorporating some of the trends this year into my album. I don't normally do this because I'm totally not a trendy person, but I actually really like the trends that have come out this year. The chevron print and then also the chalkboard look. I love both of them. They're very cool. So anyways, this year, once again, I'm using a repurposed old encyclopedia. And if you can find an old book lying around that, that you're not using anymore, that's, got half the pages missing anyways, what I've done with these guys is I used gaffer tape. And gaffer tape is like a fabric type of tape. It's super strong and it sticks really well to these like cardboardy book covers. And I used that to cover up the inside of my album and to create kind of a uniform look. Because once you take the pages out, you're going to see cardboard right here. And so I just kind of extended it over a little bit. And then I took a binder mechanism, and I'll have links to the places that I got all this stuff on my blog if you'd like to check it out. But there's the binder mechanism, and I used my rivet gun to rivet it in place. And you can't see the other side because I used printable fabric that I already had to create the spine, and then I adhered it to the back of the album so you don't see the rivet areas. So there you go. The benefits to using this is that, well, A, you don't necessarily have to buy an album for your project, and then B, it's super easy to turn the pages. I love that. I have done my first 2 years that I did December Daily, I kind of made my own albums, and now they're so full and so stuffed that it is really hard to turn those pages, and these are really treasured books, and if you're gonna do the project, you want to be able to go back from, in several years and be able to easily look through the pages without constant difficulty. And so that's why I really like using these pages. And plus, it's kind of cool. These were my encyclopedias when I was a kid, back before the internet and stuff. So anyways, so this year, my theme is clear-ish. And what I mean by that is I'm using clear media for pages. So whether it's page protectors cut down or just regular old thin blank transparencies. And I want to point out I'm using blank transparencies, not printed transparencies, not any other kind of transparencies, blank transparencies that I've cut, that I've hole punched, excuse me, so that they fit the album. And the reason for that is because I saw a couple of years ago, Allie Edwards did an acrylic album for her her December Daily, and it looked really cool with the see-through elements, and you could see through to the other side. And I kind of want to recreate that feel with my album this year. So I used cut down divided page protectors or sports card protectors, and then what I did is I used my, let's see if you can see it, December Daily 2003. I used my Silhouette to cut out, there's the Allen family, the elements, and stuck it in there. And there's my crazy husband making the crazy face. He took the, okay, really quick. He made this face while we were taking family pictures because he was being, you know, ridiculous, like, hey, I'm going to take, you know, take my picture. And thinking I would never use it. Well, the joke's on you, honey, because you're in the album. Maybe next year you won't make that face. But anyways, so because you're doing the clear, you can see through to the back of it. So what I did this year is I printed both sides of the paper. So, and that's another thing that I did with all of the printed paper that you see this year. I designed it in Photoshop and I printed it myself on my own little, just regular old printer. And then I used the Silhouette to cut it out. And I'll have links so that you can download the paper. If you like the simple look of the chevron, and then I also did striped, paper as well. Like here's the gray stripe. So I did gray stripe. So I did gray, red, and like a really pretty teal color, and I did stripes and chevron of each one, big and small chevron. But anyway, so because you can see through to the back, I wanted to make sure that I backed my elements with the paper. Because of that, I didn't want to have the, you know, the adhesive, you know, spots. I just didn't like that look, so I just stapled it. So yeah. So one thing that you're going to see is that the odd days, they're not going to have really anything on them because I'm going to probably do the numbers on the photographs or something similar to that. And then the even days are going to have the divided page protectors. And then here is on the pieces of my day. I know you probably can't see it on the screen, but what I did for that is I had I found a chalkboard background that on a gal's blog, and I'll try to find it and post a link on my blog as well. But where you could just download this background that looks like a chalkboard with erase marks and fun stuff like that, to make your own artwork, which I thought was really, really cool. And so what I did is I uploaded it to Costco's photo service and then printed it out. I made 2 copies, and then I used my permanent adhesive roller machine thingy and to stick them together, and then I ran it through my Silhouette to make pieces of my day, and the number 2 right there, and that just has like receipts and whatnot. And day 3 is still coming because the photo is being printed right now. But anyway, so that's just kind of basically what I'm doing. I want to keep things as simple as possible so that I can still get the project done, because I love this project. It's so fun to have the finished version for years to come. It's such a treasure. And And it's just really super fun to look at. Oh, and here's another fun thing. So I always like to incorporate the Starbucks cups every year, but obviously, you know, with this new theme, it's not exactly something that you would normally do because, well, cups aren't see-through. So what I'm going to do, I haven't decided what page this is going to go before, but with the cutout that I use with my, the Sizzix, Big Shot. And I'm not going to lie, I had to run it through several times because this is a cup and paper and a page protector. So I actually had to help it out. So anyways, but the number's going to be through that page. So you can see kind of how it's going to work. So anyways, so that's what I'm doing this year. Nice and simple, easy peasy, hopefully. Gonna get it done. So anyways, if you have any questions, leave a comment on my blog and I will get back to you as soon as humanly possible. And I think that's it. One thing also I wanted to say this year is to remember to give yourself grace. Chances are you don't have staff, you have a family, you have so much on your plate this time of year. And honestly, December Daily is just another thing to do. So I want to inspire you to keep it simple, keep it cheap. I should say keep it inexpensive, not cheap. But just remember the heart of the project and just go with it. Even if it's just writing about what you did that day, it's still something that you can look back on in several years and just think, wow, I'm so glad that I did that. So anyways, thanks for watching, and look for more videos and photographs to come. All right, have a great day. Bye.